let everybody know that Teamulation's coming to corporate FM, Manhattan Neighbor Network this June. It's going to be uncensored. It's going to be raw. It's going to be raunchy. It's going to make you say shit like, wow.
And not to mention, too, it's just going to make you laugh so damn hard, you're going to pee on yourself afterwards.
God damn it, Bill. Do you have to say that?
What? This is uncensored.
There's going to be less dick reference.
Oh, shit.
Watch your fucking mouth.
What about me?
God damn it, Bill.
God damn it, Stormy.
Fuck. Anyway, check it out. We're coming.
Exactly.
Public FM, Manhattan Neighbor Network, Teamulation, Uncensored.
Hey, baby.
We're coming. Run. Fuck me, I'm running.
Peace. I'll stay.
Come for mine, come for mine, come for mine, Who you think you fooling with those whack ass rhymes? Being all fake and wasting my time. Think you had your moment while you took my shine. I'll be taking what's rightfully mine. Show you what a real artist looks like. When I'm done with you, I'ma shred you with two. Put respect to my name. If you
what the hell? What the fuck am I doing here? That's okay. Woo! Very interesting.
That's right. Royalty has arrived on this show. Now that I am here, the king, the true king of cable access television in New York City. I have reigned victorious over Angelo.
Yeah.
No show, Vega.
No show.
He no-showed, so I win by default. I am the winner and the king of cable access television.
Yay.
And we have a show jam-packed coming right up after this commercial. We're going to be reviewing WrestleMania 35 with the one and only
Stormy Murphy. You already know who I am. I'm back.
So stay tuned after these important messages.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God.
It's going to be a long day. And yes, we're back from that exciting commercials there. And we're now gonna cover WrestleMania 35. It's in the books at MetLife Stadium in New York City, and it's yours truly, the King, the Loudmouth, Big Time Jason, and Stormy Murphy.
You already know.
And let's get right into it. We had the Women's Battle Royal.
Yes.
And what do you thought about that?
The Women's Battle Royal was pretty a little interesting. It was, it was a little comical, more rough around the edges, but at the end of the day, Carmella won, and she was the second person to win the Women's Battle Royal. So honestly, it was like, I would give it a 4.5 out of 10.
Okay. What do you think about Zack Ryder and Hawkins versus the Revival? And there was a title change in that match.
Oh, man.
Woo.
Well, let me just say this. I'm going to put it like this, Jason. That right there, it was a game changer, and it was a shocker. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I thought the Revival was going to retain it, but then it was a title. It was like a game changer.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit, wow, that's crazy. Like, okay.
Kurt Hawkins' losing streak of record-breaking losing streak of 268 matches was finally snapped at WrestleMania 35, and they captured the tag team championship. So congratulations, New York boys.
Yes. Yes, congratulations to y'all.
And what about the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, when you had a lot of people in there, including SNL,
Michael Shea
and Colin Joyce.
Okay. It was kind of stating the obvious that Braun Strowman was going to win that.
Yeah.
And everything. See, he won the Greatest Royal Rumble, and now he won the Andre Battle Memorial. So basically, it's up his arsenal. But the crazy is, why they not giving him a title shot? It's like, he got so many title shots and failed. Why not give him more? Like, y'all giving up on the Monster Among Men? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. He's been it went from main eventing matches to being a sideshow again.
That's crazy.
So I don't know. Maybe he's AEW bound in the future.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, real talk. Yeah.
But it was still funny to see, and he got the victory.
Yeah.
Moving on, this is a shocker. The opening match of the actual WrestleMania event was for the Universal Championship with the Beast incarnated, Brock Lesnar, and now the Beast Slayer, and now the Universal Champion, Seth Rollins. What do you thought of that match?
To me personally, that's a tough one. Let's put it like this. When Seth was about to come in, that's when Bitch Lesnar, I said it, Bitch Lesnar, was doing his little unthinkable tactics and everything. So
yeah, he took the advantage early on before the bell even rang.
Yeah, and the crazy part is, that's when Seth freaking Rollins took the advantage by giving him a low blow. And then gave him not one, not two, but 3 stomps. Technically, you should call it, well, it's still curb stomp in my eyes, but whatever. It is, to each his own. But other than that, I was happy that they took the title off of Bitch Lesnar. I'm like, yay, finally. Now we can have a permanent champion that could defend every week and on pay-per-views.
Yeah, you got a full-time champion now.
Yeah.
For sure. What about Styles and Orton?
Styles and Orton? I would say half and half. I mean, they did give it their all and everything. But AJ Styles, he came victorious. When I saw it, I was like, it's all right and everything. But I wasn't too far with it, but I said, what the hell? A match is a match. So AJ Styles declared victorious. So, yeah.
We had a few returns at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
One of them was Hulk Hogan in the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I remember that.
I marked out for that. And then you had the Doctor of Dugonomics. That was one of the highlights of the night for me.
Yes.
I popped out big time for that.
Yes.
I was half asleep. WrestleMania was 7.5 hours.
That is crazy. 7.5 hours.
It started at 5 p.m. and then it ended like almost 12:30 Eastern in the morning.
Yeah.
So... But when I heard that music, when I saw that entrance, it was crazy.
Yeah, man. I was like, uh-oh. I was like, what? Dr. Duncan Johnson? I was like, yo.
We had a lot of big returns over the past week.
Yeah.
And a few departures. Speaking of departures, Kurt Angle's final match in the WWE, and he lost to Baron Corbin.
I was kind of shocked right there. Like, how you? I mean, I thought he was going to win it, then say goodbye. But I guess, people do a game change, so to each his own.
Well, his career's already, etched in stone. So as the saying goes, no vet, goes out on top.
Yeah, that's true.
You want to put someone over, as you see the highlights here, behind us. So it was a decent match. I mean, it would have been a lot better if he had someone more, higher status. Marquee.
Yeah.
And, maybe Cena because he's
everybody thought it would be Cena. Like Cena would end it out. But
Kurt Angle has a Hall of Fame career, and he's one of the greatest of all time. So definitely did his thing. The Demon King reigned supreme and recaptured the Intercontinental title over Bobby Lashley in a squash match, pretty much.
Yeah, I knew. How should I say this? Like, it took so many months to bring out the Demon. Why now? Why WrestleMania? Why not do it on other pay-per-views? But then, you know what? You got to say the best for last.
Yeah.
The Demon King was total dominant. I was like, he's back.
He had a few matches. So Joe squashed Rey Mysterio. So that was a snooze fest.
Me personally, I think they did that because they was pressed for time. They want to keep the matches going and everything. And so it was okay.
Reigns triumph return from his
against Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, and his leukemia and everything, and so he came back very strong. And I thought that would be a lot longer match, but it didn't last that long either.
Yeah.
The whole build up and that, you think you'll have a real brawl.
Yeah.
But Reigns got the victory. Triple H and Batista one last time. What do you think of that?
Yeah, could have got better, but I liked it. At the end of the day, Paul, or I should say Triple H, got his revenge after losing to Batista 3 times. So now it's finally come to a head. It's like the full circle is complete now.
Yeah, Batista wanted retirement after the match. He announced it on Twitter.
Yeah, I know.
So, end of an era,
Yeah.
Batista. Oh, come on now. Kofi Mania. Do you feel it?
Yes, I feel it. Yes. Kofi Kingston finally did it after 11 years. And I'm going to tell you like this. Me and my brother, well, I had tears in my eyes. My brother's more a crybaby than I am. But 11 years is well paid off. Like, I'm proud they finally gave him the world title. So, special shout out to you, Kofi Kingston. You did it. Defend the title with pride, because you know how Vince, I'm not going to get into further detail because, we're going to be like, oh, Vince is not.
Well, we said for next segment.
Yes, I'll save that.
Next show, yeah.
Definitely.
So, last but not least, the triple threat main event, the first time ever in WrestleMania history for the women.
Ooh.
And the man is now the double champ. Double champ.
Or they call it dual champ, but what? Either way, how
she got the controversial victory over Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
What did you do of that finish? Did you see that finish?
Yeah, I saw that finish. To me, I don't see it controversial. I think she pinned the queen, but some say it's controversial, but it is what it is. But I'm really happy for Becky Lynch. She came a long way from the Irish last kiss and then to this man, and now she's like the female Stone Cold Steve Austin of the women's division, and it kind of growed on me. Like, wow, she grew on me. Definitely. So yeah.
All right, well, we'll be back, but this is for now. WrestleMania review with Stormy Murphy and the King.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh God.
Hello, everybody. It is the Loudmouth. Here we're live. Brand new BTST Radio TV. We are live on MixLR. Everybody tune in right now. MixLR, we are live. And of course, this will be on MNN Cable Television and also YouTube. On our YouTube channel, BTST Radio TV. And of course, I am the Loudmouth. Big time Jason. And I'm with
The Heq, the mouth of the South Bronx.
And we have special guests today.
Hi, I'm Eddie from Studio NYC.
Reggie from Studio NYC.
And there we go. We got a jam-packed show. And let's get right into it. And of course, we're going to talk about sports entertainment, or better known as professional wrestling. And the floor is yours.
All right, guys. So, what do you guys think of the new segments happening in WWE and the new AEW?
Oh, okay.
Did I say that correct, guys?
Yeah,
all those in the back.
All Elite Wrestling.
Wrestling.
What do you guys think between those two organizations right now? We got the WWE who's been there forever, and now everybody's talking that a lot of wrestlers are going to be going into this AEW organization. What do you guys think about that?
As of any big organization that's being created, you're going to have a lot of hype. In 2002, it was total nonstop action. 2019, it's All Elite Wrestling. What I'm hoping for AEW is not to compete in terms of trying to match what WWE is doing right now, but do what WWE is not doing, which is watering it down. Right now, WWE is pleasing the advertisers more than pleasing the fans. And you can't get mad about that, because at the end of the day, you gotta make money. And so the WWE, a billion-dollar business, with, you know, you can buy stocks. They're trying to get their foot in Hollywood. You see them doing that with John Cena, with The Rock, and stuff like that. And so the WWE had so many hurdles before it can get to where it's at today.
Yes, right.
And so with that happening, you have to be so many places at the same time. You got wrestlers traveling over 250 dates a year just to go from one arena to the other, participating in all these matches. At some point in time, wrestlers are very passionate. They're very passionate individuals who put their all day in and day out.
Right.
But your brain can't always match up with, well, actually, your body can't always match up with your brain. You're going to get injured. You traveling, you're staying, you got time away from your family, stuff like that, it starts to bother you. So now it's a psychological thing as well. And if you get injured, you wanna like just still participate in these matches with your injuries because you're scared of losing your spot.
Right.
You're being seen by a brand that's being seen in so many countries all across the world.
Yeah.
And one injury can change all that.
Exactly.
So
you think the AEW shouldn't follow that exact format, as far as the way the organization should run?
right.
You know,
make it more proactive for the wrestler themselves.
Are they WCW 2.0?
Hell no. You see, that's another thing what happened with WCW. They try to compete with WWF.
Yes.
They took their superstars, right? Then they came out with whatever.
But they're doing the same thing. They're looking to raid their current roster.
They got to do that.
Well, they have
Younger
no
roster.
A younger roster, yes.
Yeah,
A younger roster.
You got to do that. You got. If I was
Randy
AEW, if I was AEW, I would steal. If I know that freaking the owner of the Jaguars owns this thing and he's got his pocketbook open, I'm stealing Brock Lesnar. I'm stealing him right away.
Yeah.
I'm stealing freaking John Cena if I can.
Wow.
I'm stealing all the big names. You know why? Because there's people that are John Cena fans. There's people that are Brock
Lesnar
fans.
yeah.
And they'll hit the news.
Lots of people.
It'll hit the news.
Not just
right away.
Even if I don't get them. Just the simple fact that I reached out to them and I offered them a contract is going to hit the news. And so they're going to be like, AEW's no joke. And so you got superstars from New Japan.
They got Jericho.
You got
that was a huge signing.
Jericho to me, not to take nothing away from him, he's wrestled all over the place.
All over.
He's got a resume that's awesome. But he's not the man.
He's not the man, but he is he's a fan pleaser though.
Yeah,
he's
a top
fan pleaser.
He's a good entertainer.
He's not in shape like he used to be. Have you ever seen him?
It's 2019.
I mean,
we're talking about this guy, and he's had awesome
have you
matches.
followed a little bit of his recent bio? You know, he's suffering a lot of back problems.
Yeah.
So he goes in and out of wrestling because he has to take care of himself. You know,
you have to.
Like
that's why you can't be in the WWE. Look at the Hardy Boys. You got what's this guy's name? Matt's no longer around. And he's actually looking better. Yeah. If you ever look at it, what he looks like now, it's like you're killing yourself and these things, and you're wrestling nonstop for WWE, and you're pretty much like you said, you can't compete with that. You can't be on the road 24/7 like that. AEW, hopefully, going to be a show where you can see them once every other month or once, who knows. Because you want to be out there, but you don't want to be out there too much.
So you're saying
WWE right now is just, oh my God, too much in your face.
So you want the performers,
yes, we want performers
to be there at 100%.
Yes,
time with the family and also time to interact with the fans.
I think that's actually the best thing right now. It's I mean, you want to have that.
They're off to a good start.
Yeah.
Because look who's running the show. You got Cody Rhodes and you got the Young Bucks.
You have other people too in the background that you don't know about.
Cody Rhodes. Why you have how many vice presidents does AEW have? Like you got Cody, you got the Young Bucks, you got Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Like you got too many hands in the cookie jar, and that what partly led to the downfall of WCW because everyone has creative control. So how wrestlers coming in, let's say wrestlers from WWE, to say Dean Ambrose comes into AEW, are they gonna make him vice president too? Like you got too many people in creative control. That's a
I think these are guys that were here since the beginning. So of course you're gonna have to make them high up. I understand you're making them almost
but that's the conflict of interest when you have a wrestler also in the office, if you will.
I understand 100% what he means. Look at WWE, Triple H. Oh my God! But you know what? NXT, that's his baby, and NXT is the shit. So if they let him do what he could do with NXT on the regular show, even though when he was on TV and he was, everybody's like, oh, he's up there because he's married to so and so, and he's part of the the staff as well. Besides, and he's making himself always look big and bad, but. I understand that.
He earned that spot because
he was the game.
During the time where it was all party and bullshit and all this Attitude Era stuff, like he was still he wasn't partying with the fellas and stuff like that. Like he was, he just did his.
Obviously, you can see everybody else right now. He's probably still there, at top of the game, still wrestling, still better shape than all the other people.
Yeah, but everything is politics and business behind the curtain.
Yeah,
behind the gorilla position. Yeah. You got the McMahons, and then you got Hunter. And AEW, you got Cody Rhodes, and who's the chief branding officer. His wife, you know what I'm saying? So people don't know what time it is. And Jericho, Jericho's all over the place. So he's politic.
Well, a lot of these wrestlers that are going to be going there that are old school wrestlers, they're just there for the promotion. They're there to
Some people are not even going to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, they're there to promote.
You got Mr. Ass. You got Mr. Ass. I think he's actually part of production.
Yeah.
He's not going to even be in front of the screen. He's going to be in the back of the screen, which a lot of people you don't even know. Like him and what was his partner?
Talking about Road Dogg.
Yeah, Road Dogg. They were behind the scenes a lot of times. They were helping out WWE.
Road Dogg is still behind the scenes.
He is. But he left them. Mr. Ass, or what, I forgot his name, left them already. And they were both helping out a lot of people out there. But right now, even Road Dogg's in front of the scene with freaking Jeff Jarrett.
Well, that was good. That was fun.
Yeah. That was funny part, but
that was fun.
I was like, ugh, Jeff Jarrett. And a lot of people love that.
And that works really well because you deal with someone that has experience, that's been in the road and can relate to wrestlers. But in the WWE, there's too many lanes. There's too many people hierarchy. Right now, the writers for WWE, they're more of writing sitcoms and TV shows. Yeah. They don't know what it's like putting their body through getting hit with the ropes. So they cannot relate. They create a storyline that a wrestler who works hard and it's like, I gotta do this.
Yeah.
This is the character I gotta portray. Most of them don't want to follow that suit. Cody was one of the reasons. Cody was freaking Stardust. He didn't want to do that. He did not want to do that.
He was very popular at Stardust.
He was funny.
And
he was good. He was
great, but he wasn't getting a lot of the money.
He was good at whatever he did. He made it work.
Yeah.
He was
even when he was what was it? Dashing Cody Rhodes. He made everything good. He even went to Vince and was like, "Listen, I don't want to do this Stardust character. Can I be myself on SmackDown and play this character on Raw?" He threw everything at him, and Vince was like,
I think Cody Rhodes, as Cody Rhodes, would have been a great superstar in the WWE. Maybe a champion, but definitely a great superstar.
He was a good
WWE.
superstar.
No, but I mean a great superstar. Not just good. He had the skill, he had the charisma, he had the character. You know, he played his role right.
Mm-hmm. I thought he was going to be one of the top stars.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be there.
When they had, what was it, with Randy Orton, Ted DiBiase Jr.
When they had that Cody Rhodes, the whole
the
group.
second, the families
or something.
Evolution.
When I saw that, and even the storylines with them, I said, okay, they really breaking barriers because they're a team and they're fighting each other.
And they're coming from a wrestling family.
Big time wrestling.
And I thought they were going to make it big, and freaking WWE.
But the funny thing is, when we talking about Stardust, I just put in my head because at the same time, was this thing doing that crazy Joker?
Yeah.
At TNA. So I think everybody was jumping on that, hey, let's have a Joker character, and they had Stardust, and they had Sting doing a Joker kind of. He's to me, I was like, I love Sting. But him doing that was like, ugh.
TNA drops the ball plenty of times.
But they were following too.
They signed Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan back then. They did the live Monday Night Wars, which was not a war at all.
Yeah.
Not a war. So they learned quickly. That
was good. That was good for TV.
Yeah, Dixie Carter and them they learned quickly not to mess with WWE on that level. And I know AEW is gonna not do the same thing. I just hope that they know more or less. Because, they got the money. Don't turn it into a WCW. You know what I'm saying?
You talk about Dixie Carter. She was one of the people behind it, right?
She was one of the
Wasn't the guy for Smashing Pumpkins put money into it? And he lost so much money, too.
But he was a wrestling fan, and he should.
And he
had to fight the politics.
Yes.
The politics and the business of it. And I'm hoping AEW will just.
Of course, we're live on MixLR.
I would hope AEW.
We're live.
They're gonna have politics.
With Hector the Heq.
They're gonna have the bullshit because they're learning together as a business. You can be
Reggie
a tag team
Studio
partner with
NYC.
somebody 280 days
sports.
a year, but when it's
BTST
time to put on your suit and tie and go
NY.
into, it's a completely different ball game because you quickly realize what's within your power and you're gonna need assistance.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's the mindset of whatever his name is, the owner of the Jaguars, but if he really wants to compete with the wrestling entertainment that we have now, he definitely has to do something that is pro wrestler and not necessarily pro fan. He doesn't need the money from the advertisers. He's got money, but don't try to create some WWE
type of environment.
better version of that.
Not gonna
be
happen.
AEW, be something different, and let that elevate.
Be independent, be original.
Don't try to come up with a 6-ring octagon.
No. Not that original. No.
Don't put no I don't want to see Cody Rhodes fighting somebody at Jaguar Stadium or anything stupid like that.
That would never happen.
Now I would like to see maybe a pay-per-view at a stadium, something like that.
Well, not yet. With them, they're gonna have to start small because they got to create the fan base. They got to get all of the support, especially with TV and promotion.
I think they have a huge fan base.
They do have a huge fan base. It's not big yet.
But like you said, Eddie mentioned it before on another time we talked. They have a huge fan base, but who's going to waste the actual money to see them? And that's another thing.
Well, they sold out in 4 minutes.
Yeah, they did sell out in 4 minutes. That's one great thing. But how big of a studio? I mean, how big of an arena was that? And that was only one time to see a bunch of great wrestlers. And actually, sometimes wasn't it actually somebody that wasn't a wrestler? You had freaking Stephen Amell, which, you know what? He's not a wrestler, but he did actually a good job wrestling on that show. He lost. Hey,
yeah,
it's kind of.
It was a great performance, though.
Yeah. But it was actually kind of cool to see that. But that was actually something different. That was all in.
Yeah,
and that was
phenomenal.
Something original to have somebody that doesn't wrestle and come in and actually kick ass. And
they learned a lot from All In because there was a few mistakes that happened on there.
Yeah.
For one of the things that happened was they went over their time.
Yeah.
So it was just like this awkward exit in terms of production. So they need to work on that. They're gonna make
course,
a ton
they're
of
gonna
mistakes.
have tons of mistakes.
Any new business is gonna have a ton of mistakes.
Yeah.
Just
But time equals
learn
money.
from it. Yeah, exactly. But that's not within their power. Like they can't go over like Vince can. And it's 11 p.m. That's all right. We'll go to 11:15.
I own this channel. I own this.
He's got the power to do
Vince
that.
been shortened that.
Yeah, he wants
been
to make it
finishing at 59 lately.
Yeah. He definitely wants to do a hard finish.
Yeah.
What do you think of the current WWE product right now?
It is God, but is it something that I want to see it? Do I think they're the best in the world? Yes. Is the quality up to snuff? No. But it's in almost in every household. They got more pay-per-views than you can count.
I don't think it's a pay-per-view anymore.
They have one every
No,
I don't think it's not.
It's a special event.
It's a weekend. It's a weekend.
No, it's literally
a weekend event.
It's literally a network.
It's a network. It's a network event. It's a network event for that.
Because no one in the right mind is buying a pay-per-view anymore. Everybody, if you want,
There's still a percentage, just very small.
$10
The
a
same
month.
people that got America Online or one of those little phone things. But the majority
That's
of
not happening in the United States. I'll tell you that right now.
I honestly will tell you, I'm not even paying for it.
Overseas,
I actually have a channel. I'm not telling you where I can see it from, and I just turn it on and watch WWE 24/7 right now.
I just started.
Yeah.
2019. I subscribed to the WWE Network
For $10.
Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. When during the pay-per-view era, I might as well call it, I used to pay for it until 2010. I used to do it online, and I used to watch all the pay-per-views then. And then, because I'm not paying
and it's not a good source either
for that,
Well, even more, it was getting ridiculous.
Yeah, the prices were ridiculous, and it's like, for what? For this event? I'll just find out the
for
good
event
stuff
that happened
every
month. Every month.
When they have the rematch the next night.
It's ridiculous. We were having pay-per-views every other.
It was every 3 months.
It was the major four.
Every 2 to 3 months.
Pretty much.
It was every 3 months.
It was the big four.
Yeah,
it was the Royal Rumble in January. It was
SummerSlam.
WrestleMania in April. In August, it was SummerSlam. In November, Thanksgiving
Survivor
night
Series.
was Survivor Series. Before they
then
put
when
everything to Sunday.
they bought out WCW, they said, hey, let's take on some of their stuff and brought it in and changed it up.
That's another thing about WWE. They should acknowledge and they should resurrect some of the good things that did come out of WCW.
Yeah.
Halloween Havoc is
Halloween
awesome.
Havoc was good.
Which
one was the match where they had the 3 rings?
That's World War III.
World War III.
Oh man,
They did bring back the War Games, man.
War Games, right?
They did bring
War
that back.
Games.
ECW, when they used to have the crazy scaffold matches.
Oh my!
They would never do that. They would never do that.
They won't do it because
oh my god! Because they have a wellness program.
Listen, the Attitude Era, when the Attitude Era was the Attitude Era at that time, they were allowed to do whatever the hell they wanted.
It
was like 1 in the morning. You could do anything.
They didn't care, but now, because so many kids want to watch this, and so many kids want to be like them, they start doing it in their backyards, and then it's over.
I guarantee
Hospital
you.
I'm not going to speak on that.
Get a kick on it on YouTube, buddy. Get a kick on it.
We know a guy that's pretending to be a wrestler, and he's on another show.
Here we go.
Let's not talk about that. And we're not going to talk about backyarders on the show.
ECW.
So you're the champion of backyard?
I'm an undisputed champion.
Of backyard wrestling?
Yes.
You jump over houses and land on tables and stuff?
Jump over slides.
Now I jump on my girlfriend for the nightstand.
Oh my lord. Jump on his girlfriend
She's
for
looking
the
back there over
nightstand.
there. Look at that.
People, this is a PG show. We're going to bleep it out. Don't worry.
Go fuck yourself and your mother.
Oh my lord.
I guess it's not a PG show.
Never will be.
This is Uncensored with BTST Radio.
I guess we have a 7-second time delay.
Not yet.
No,
It's Uncensored show.
Uncensored.
No, but
Anyway.
what I was saying is they should at least once a year have an ECW one night stand pay per view.
Yeah.
They were doing that at some point.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
And
but
then
then
the wrestlers were coming back.
But they had abysmal ratings and they canceled it.
You're never going to have people like...
Let me ask you, they did that show. Did they do it in the Manhattan Center?
Yes.
They
They did in the Manhattan
Hammerstein,
Center, right?
yes.
Yeah.
I don't know how they would not do that again.
But you're never going to have people that... those top wrestlers that kill themselves over... Like, you're never going to have Sabu, RVD.
No.
What was the people that used to fight? Sandman. Sandman's still around, showing up. You have him showing up with freaking...
Sandman is a joke.
With
Raven.
Oh, Raven is a mess. Forget it.
They just showed up in some way and they threw a bunch of chairs inside the ring, and I think it was some independent wrestling.
Yeah.
I was like,
it was just on.
Yeah, it was
just on Facebook. I saw it.
It was on Facebook. I saw it like 2 weeks ago, and I was like,
chairs in the ring, on top of someone.
Yeah,
it was on top of someone.
And then the people had to come in. It was like, you have a ring filled with chairs. I'm not even BSing. You have over 30 Probably no.
It was a lot of chairs.
It was like 60
It was a
chairs
lot
or
of
more.
chairs, and
it
it was
was
on
building
top
up
of
the ring
someone.
and then on top of someone, and they had to come in and start helping the guy get out of the pile. And I'm like, imagine, these chairs probably don't hurt when you're getting hit, but people flinging in from the audience inside,
anybody could get
and
hurt.
you get hit by the side of it. I was like, people don't care, but that was cool to see. That was reminding me of old school. But I was like, you don't got these wrestlers anymore that's gonna kill themselves over making it, $20 or whatever it was.
Now, let me ask you guys,
$100 a night.
No one talks about this, and I hear a lot of wrestling shows that people talk. No one talks about the announcers, about how they announce the shows. How do you feel about the way the announcers are now compared to like the Jerry Lawler and the Jim Rosses and the Vince McMahons?
Ooh, man.
What do you think?
The Macho Man's back.
Oh, the Macho Man was great.
Great announcer. Great announcer.
I don't know.
Gorilla Monsoon, Bobby
I
Heenan.
miss.
Great?
Yeah.
No one really talks about it, but I miss Tony Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone was great.
Tony Schiavone.
His elevation.
And WCW, I would listen to him. Rest in peace, Bobby the Brain.
Bobby the Brain. He didn't all the way, so I loved him.
I
think Bobby the Brain was
irreplaceable.
the best.
There won't be another Bobby the Brain.
I think Bobby the Brain and Jerry Lawler together.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. Forget it.
Still got Jerry Lawler around, but it's not as much.
They don't let him do what he wants. They don't do what
you got these other people that's, I forgot the guy's name that, is it Tori or whatever his name is? I don't know. He was a wrestler and then he broke his neck or something.
Oh, you're talking about
Corey,
Corey
or whatever his name is. I was like, he's okay. There's other people that's out there.
Corey
But
Graves.
isn't Jim Ross now at
Jim Ross is with AEW.
AEW now, right?
He's behind the scenes. I don't know if he's going to be having.
I think it's a recruiter.
Yeah.
I think it's a big time recruiter.
They're getting people. They're getting smart.
He definitely could get people.
You're not going to
He's a
see everybody
power
in front of the screen, but they need that people to back up. But you can't be spending too much money too. That's another thing. It's just. But again, I don't think they're going to be spending much money if they're not going to have shows all the time.
I have a pop-up question.
Yeah.
Think CM Punk will be at AEW?
No.
You know what? No, I can't
You
even
don't
say
think
that.
so?
No.
You know what? CM Punk right now
I
gets
don't know,
ass
man.
whipped in UFC.
He's getting his ass whooped
He
all the
turned down a
time.
contract.
I would love. I
should
would
come
love.
back to AEW.
I would love to see
He
CM
just
Punk
said he
back
turned
in
down a
WWE.
contract.
No,
Yeah,
that's not
He
gonna
got
happen.
offered a contract.
But right now he's into movies. He
does comic books.
He's doing
does
comic books.
Yeah.
AJ Lee was just congratulating him on a movie role, a movie that I don't even know.
I don't know what it was.
Maybe it'll come out on Bravo.
I didn't even know about that. But
He's a has-been. His time's up.
who?
CM Punk.
He's
Are you
not
kidding
ass, man.
me?
He could come
Are
back.
you kidding
He's
me?
come back.
No.
He's still young.
There's
He's
no
still
way.
young.
No
He's still
way.
young.
He
quit
can come
the-
back and
he
give a
quit.
great
He's
match.
a
No
quitter.
way, bro.
He can come back and do
He's
a
a
great
quitter.
match.
No.
He didn't get
was a
hurt
great-
in UFC that bad that he's gonna be a whack wrestler.
He
Man,
was a
you know who's
great
probably
wrestler.
you know who's probably right now trying to call AEW themselves is what's this guy's name?
Angelo should go call him.
No, somebody that's just above Angelo.
Yeah.
What's it? The real one from New Jersey.
Enzo?
Enzo.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see him in
I
the
could see him.
He was in
I
the
could see
audience and they
him.
got him out of there?
Yeah, it was like because I could see him trying
Do
to go
you
to
guys
AEW.
like
but they
Enzo
don't. No.
as a wrestler? I don't like him as.
I didn't like him as a wrestler, but as an entertainer,
As an
he was
He
funny.
had no wrestling background. He never even went to wrestling in school, which is another thing. I was like, they said, this guy was botching a lot of things, or just he was messing himself up. Didn't he mess himself up on
On a pay-per-view? He snapped his neck on the bottom rope.
Yeah.
I said,
Through a rope. How do you do
You
that?
could die over that. That's what happened to that one wrestler that they blamed Rey Mysterio for his death.
Yeah.
When Rey Mysterio was in that
That 619 in Mexico.
Yeah.
The guy
that
had
wasn't
hit
good.
himself. Those ropes are no
They're
joke.
tight.
They're tight and they're real cable. They're not no.
Anybody that doesn't wrestle for a long period of time, when they start running the ropes, they get the marks, bro.
Yeah, it
Them
hurts.
shits- Yeah, your body has to get used to that shit. Your neck is not used to
I
it.
felt one of those ropes. That's tight. And
I hit the back of my neck.
I didn't throw myself. I was like, I don't even know how to throw myself.
No.
I'm afraid I'm a fall.
I know how to throw myself, but
I was just shaking it. It was a tight rope, and it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
crazy.
It is definitely hard.
Those things are no joke.
We got a few minutes left.
A few seconds more like it.
Well, no, we got a few minutes. Let's talk about WrestleMania being in the
New Jersey?
Meadowlands?
tri-state area.
In
Yeah.
MetLife?
In our backyard, if you will. What do you think about
It's
that?
all right.
Backyard
This
to
is
me
the second
is
time
New York,
he's there.
but it's like it's there.
It's
a
the
little bit
second
further
time that it's there, and it's good for the
When is it
fans
again?
in New York.
It's in
April.
April.
Yeah, April, I think.
So
6 or
Xanadu
7.
is not, or whatever
it's
that
the
mall
third or
is,
the second.
is not open yet. If that was open, oh my God, it would be so much traffic, ridiculousness.
Wow.
They should have had it in
I'm trying to
Yankee
get
Stadium.
tickets. You crazy?
Never.
It would never happen in Yankee Stadium.
Never.
You know how much money the Steinbrenners are gonna want?
You know how many people that's gonna be in there that's not supposed to be in there?
Yeah, Sunday, April 7th.
April 7th. April 7th, guys. WrestleMania, April 7th.
You can watch it on the WWE Network.
That's gonna come up
for just $9.99.
Or you can steal it online.
Or what you could do, what most people do, is they get a credit card, subscribe for 3 months free.
And then, fuck that.
Then they cancel it out.
I don't pay for shit.
They cancel it out Monday Night Raw.
Or just borrow their friend's code.
That's it.
I
you got 4
pirated
credit cards, you got a year for free.
Oh, that's how it goes.
Let's not talk about credit cards today.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to incriminate myself.
But let's talk about credit.
So what do you think is going to be, actually, who's going to be on in WrestleMania? I know, obviously, Becky Lynch.
I bet you Brock Lesnar's going to be there. That's
Brock
the next
Lesnar's
time we're going to
obviously
see him.
obvious.
Maybe the week before that.
And hopefully he's going to lose in this one.
I
He has
hope he wins.
But you see, I don't
I
like
hope he
that.
wins.
I don't like, you see, this is what I don't like. They use these puny little guys to fight Brock Lesnar when you got Braun Strowman, who's as
Everybody's
big
waiting
as
for that.
them.
Everybody's waiting
to
for
make
that.
it an even
Everybody.
fight and make it entertaining.
Somebody-
People, if you are the fans in control that WWE say they are, vote for Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania. That's it.
Somebody help me. What happened? Why did?
It's like me versus Angelo.
Oh
Oh
Lord.
boy! Why did Brock?
Christ.
Why did Brock not fight Braun at Why did Finn Balor? Why did he replace
Finn
him?
Balor. Well, the way the story went was Braun Strowman chases what's this guy's name? Anyway, he chases this guy to the back.
Yeah.
He flips over Vince McMahon's freaking limo.
Oh yeah, Braun Strowman. Yeah.
He got suspended, and he had to pay Vince McMahon $100,000 for the limo.
Wow. Okay.
He
I didn't see that
lifted the
part.
limo over. Oh my God, it was the funniest thing.
Jeez.
But that's when Vince McMahon said, "All right, you lost it. You're not fighting." And
That's okay
and then
because
the thing.
Braun Strowman, if your contract is up anytime, just go to AEW, man. You can flip as many things as you want over
Or you
there.
can go to Impact Wrestling.
I'm not sure if they want
Oh,
big
that's
guys
a-
over
that's a
there.
downgrade.
What are you doing?
Listen,
Are you kidding
Hey,
me?
my boys are in
I wish
Impact
Braun
Wrestling.
Strowman would come to the
Listen.
store right now.
And what's he gonna
He
do?
wouldn't fit in here. He wouldn't
any
fit in here.
How
WWE
hard behind
wrestler.
Me?
You take him.
Dude, I'm skinnier than you. He's gonna see you.
Listen, any
Angelo
WWE
will face
wrestler
him.
that
He's a tough guy.
leaves and goes to TNA, that's a downgrade. It's just a downgrade. It's like, oh wow, you.
Hey, my boys are
and
having
you're
a
gonna win
great
title.
career
You're
there.
gonna win a title.
My
if you go
boys
there
are
now.
having a great career there.
A great career in what?
Ortiz and Santana.
What, in TNA?
Yeah, they're making almost 6 figures.
That's good for them.
And
But
They
That's
weren't at
good for them,
WWE
man.
yet, right?
They never gonna.
I'm saying if you're in WWE going to TNA, that's
No,
a
you're a big
downgrade.
mistake.
You're
They're
gonna
on
get
the
a
way
belt.
up.
That's
that
the
means
major
no, that's
leagues in
different.
minor
That
leagues.
means
He's
you got
in WWE.
that means you got
Next
hurt
couple
really
years.
bad, and you're putting your whole life on the line just to fight on TV.
Well, your wife said, I want to see you home.
They're one of the best tag teams in the world. Tell me
Who?
LAX. Tell me
Okay.
what.
I mean, I ain't gonna say.
Tell me
that.
the top 5 tag teams in all wrestling. They're in the
Demolition
top
Man.
5.
That's it. Demolition
I'm talking
Man.
about today's wrestling. Today.
Forget about today's. There's no such thing
No.
as tag team today.
No, they just
You got
put
the
teams
Usos,
together
you got
like
the Young Bucks.
No, like
There's only a handful.
Cesaro and Sheamus. They're a tag team and they good, but they were individual wrestlers. They didn't come in as a tag team.
Well,
They had them
They
hyped
didn't.
up, and then they dropped them
Sheamus
down.
I think
became a
Cesaro
WWE
was like a
champion,
big
champion
man.
in what, his first or second
yeah,
pay-per-view?
but I thought Cesaro should have been a champion already.
I believe that.
The only problem with Cesaro was his character wasn't good enough.
No.
But his freaking skills is great.
Skills is
Guy
great.
can freaking wrestle.
Yeah.
I really think that he should be a WWE champion.
think
Even if it's just a
This
transitional
day and age,
champion.
we don't
he
have the
deserves to
people
be
that we
there.
have in the past with their mic skills. No one
They
has the
won't do it.
skills.
Well,
Back
they
then,
do,
yeah.
but it's not like the way we
Everybody
are in this
felt-
room.
it felt like everybody
There was a
had
green
one.
screen in their
Yeah.
room, and they had time to prep.
Yeah.
Prep. Now you're in front of the audience,
Live.
in front of the TV.
Yeah.
You're live. You're prep. There's no prepping.
Yeah.
15,
That's
Your
why
mic skills got to be
That's
perfect.
why actually right now one of the top people that people like, and he's not really up there. No one's giving him any light of the day. Is
Credit, who?
what's this guy on the guitar all the time?
Oh my man,
Elias.
that's one of my
I
favorite
was like,
wrestlers, bro.
Walk with Elias.
What does
Walk with
WWE
Elias.
stand for? Come on,
Listen.
No matter how much you don't know
He's
about him or
good.
hate him, everybody's screaming for him.
Listen,
It's
he's
like-
good.
His gimmick is
He's
good.
good. His gimmick is good. Now he's honky talking everybody
Yeah.
with the damn guitars. You show up and you mess up, you're gonna get hit
And
with
he's a
a
big
guitar.
guy too.
He is
huge.
physically
He's a big
fit.
guy.
He's
He can
physically
wrestle.
fit. He's got like a Seth Rollins.
Who's the other guy that's huge
can
as hell
wrestle.
that came back and he was with Braun Strowman as a tag team with the other guy and that Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, him and...
Oh, you talking about Drew McIntyre?
Drew McIntyre. My God, that guy's a monster.
He must have gotten juicing up.
Yeah, he must have.
I don't know, but all I know he's
working.
He's very athletic.
Yeah, for a big guy.
He can wrestle.
Yeah.
He can wrestle. And I think Drew McIntyre's going to work his way up.
Yes.
And he's going to be a champion soon.
He's not going to be a world champion in Raw.
Because right now,
he will be a champion. He'll be a champion.
Like right now, he feels like a Kevin Nash. Like a guy that's just in the background as a bodyguard, but he's kicking ass.
What they're doing...
agile as hell.
What they're doing... Listen, what they're doing with the Universal title is the contract. It's a real contract. Dispute with Brock Lesnar and the WWE. It's really bad.
Yeah.
Until his contract ends, he's never going to lose that title.
Makes sense.
No matter what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They're saying that by WrestleMania, supposedly for what the people are saying, his contract is over, and he's supposed to give up the belt, and then they're going to make it now a normal championship that people are going to see every week or every other week being displayed in matches. You know, right now.
Who's going to be Seth?
It don't have to be. It could be anybody.
It could be anybody.
I bet you it is. I bet it's going to be Seth.
Listen,
they should make
it could be one of the women being the title. I just want somebody to at least display
somebody
the title.
Different.
Make that
Yes,
for the
come on,
following
it's
pay-per-view.
getting-
Make it for the following make a little tournament out of it. And get somebody injured in one of those, and then bring in somebody else. Keep it
interesting.
Interesting.
Keep it
yeah.
interesting.
Like what
Yes,
they did with the
yeah.
Royal Rumble, and they had freaking Nia Jax come in.
That
there.
was fun.
For a second,
That
I
was
said, no,
awesome.
they're not going to do this.
And they did it.
They're not going.
What made it even better was when she got RKO. I mean,
Yes.
Yes. When I saw the look,
And she made it so wonderful and fell and what's great.
that RKO came out of nowhere. Please, no RKOs here.
Yeah, I'm not
saying.
prepared.
Well, we're gonna
prepared for that.
we're gonna take a little break right now, and there'll be more BTST Radio TV, and of course on Mixar, BTST Radio NY. So stay tuned. But for now, thank you to Reggie and to Edlo.
Thank you for having us.
Being a part of the program.
It's been a pleasure.
All right.
You suck, Angelo.
Yes.
No, you don't win, Angelo.
Angelo, I don't know you, but what's his butt?
Oh,
right.
We'll be back.
All right.